For the record, if Stephen Amell ever ran for mayor of Toronto, I got your back, Stephen. Hey everybody, this is David, and today I'm going to be talking about Arrow Season 4, Episode 4, Beyond Redemption. And there's a lot of people that are, beyond redemption in this episode, so as usual, I want to talk about the things I liked, maybe some of the things I didn't like, even though that's usually tough for me because Arrow's on a roll this season. And, let's get into this. So first of all, we have Oliver, bringing everybody from Team Arrow into this new place that he's going to be running for mayor in. And underneath, he has another little surprise for them. He is showing them the new Arrow Cave, which I gotta say, I was blown away by it. I actually really liked how the structure of this new Arrow Cave really looks. It kind of had that little bit of Batman quality to it, but there was something a little bit more futuristic, and the fact that they mentioned that Cisco had a hand in helping making it added, yeah, I can see that. That's a little bit of Cisco in there, or a lot of Cisco. But this is like the second episode in a row where Cisco got a mention on Arrow. That's how awesome Cisco is. So yeah, we got this new place, which they're still working out the bugs, it looks like, because the place keeps jittering a little bit because. Yeah, and I'm liking it, and I'm really loving the team dynamic with Team Arrow. I'm glad Diggle and Oliver got their drama out of the way in the last episode. Now they're working as a functioning team, sort of, because as usual with Arrow, there's always somebody holding secrets from everybody else, and in this case, it's Laurel and Thea. Because last week we also know that Laurel decided to take Sarah's body to Nanda Parbat and bring her back to life. So now Sara is locked up in a basement somewhere where, what if somebody walks down there and sees this poor woman chained up? And, but no one seems to care, so I guess it's okay. And, Sara is still mentally unstable. She can't keep it straight because she has no soul. And what does Laurel decide to do? She decides to fix one mistake that she made last season by telling Lance the truth, going to him and showing him that Sara is here. And that I really enjoy. I like that, Laurel remembered that she screwed up last season, keeping the secret about her from her father that Sara was dead all this time. So now she shows him, and he still isn't too happy about this, and, no one would be. I mean, this is someone that you thought was dead for a year already. For the Lance, I guess it was less than a year, right? He only, found out midway, maybe. And, he finds out his daughter's still alive, and it's a monster, man. She's not even acting like herself. She even tried to choke Laurel. And I know a lot of people are having difficulties with Laurel's way of going through things, and even though I kind of agree that she's not realizing what her actions are causing right now, they're causing a lot of trouble, the way they're handling her is okay to me so far, and I have a feeling Oliver will set the record straight next week. If he doesn't, that will be interesting, that they're all letting Laurel just slide off the hook, because I was expecting Lance to go off on her, but he didn't really go off on her that much. He kind of understood the way I saw it, and that was kind of un-Lance-like. I really thought he was gonna go off on her and tell her, Laurel, you shouldn't have done this, and he kind of did, but at the same time, not really. He wasn't, last year he was harsh on her. He didn't even talk to her for a lot of episodes, or, was really harsh on her the way he was talking back to her. Now here we are, and he seems okay with it, maybe? He was struggling with the idea of killing her, which I really like that scene as well. But, he's really conflicted about this whole mess. And Oliver still doesn't know yet, but I think, obviously, if you saw the previews, he's probably going to find out next week. Of course, with secrets, we also got, Oliver confronting Lance, because Oliver finds out that Lance is working with Damien Dark, and even though they kind of hash it out, work it out, they Oliver decides to use that to his advantage a little bit. So it looks like Oliver and Lance might be making some peace talk here, and I really like that. I like some of those scenes that, you know, Lance was in the new Arrow cave hanging out with them, giving them tips, telling them he's gonna help out a little bit. I really love that scene though between the two, between Lance and Oliver, where they're like having that shout match with each other. I'm telling you, Stephen Amell and I forgot the actor's name who plays Quentin Lance. They were both really great in that scene. That was like some tremendous. I really liked it. I felt the emotion from both of those actors. And when Steven was yelling back, saying how, you know, he always uses his daughters as an excuse, as a, you know, as a like a shield. He, you know, I felt that emotion. It felt like I was getting a little bit teary there. I was like I felt Oliver's pain, which was really good, and shows how great a lot of these actors are in these roles and how much they've grown since season 1. And yeah, it was really. I think that shout match needed to happen. I think Oliver really needed to get that out on Lance, because Lance has been really hard on Oliver, especially since he's gotten back, and he kind of confessed there, you know. Since we learned how Damien Dark came into play, you know, he kind of trusted Dark at first, but then he realized, oh shit, maybe I do need the arrow after all. So he kind of admitted that, and he's still yelling at Oliver. But yeah, I like that Oliver set him straight, and all of that seems to be... It's all about... So far, all these episodes are kind of like, let's fix things that we screwed up on in, you know, season 3 at the end there. You know, we caused all that drama. Let's build the patches. Let's fix all those relationships. Which also got me thinking, I wonder if Lance is going to be the one that dies now. Now thinking about it, I could see this happening. I can see Lance coming to an end. Now that both of his daughters are back to life, and that whole conversation that Oliver was having with Lance, I think it would make sense if Lance is going to be the one who dies later on. I have a feeling they're going to kill him off. We'll just have to see. We also got some really nice, you know, moments with Curtis and Felicity. I really liked a lot of those moments. I thought, you know, these two really have some nice chemistry together, and I'm really enjoying everything that's going on there, especially with the whole Ray Palmer situation. I think, you know, when is Ray coming back? That's the question I want to know. I don't know if they were hinting at anything there, if he's coming back or not, but we do know eventually he's going to have to return. I remember seeing a preview somewhere that he will return, so it's only a matter of time, I guess, and maybe this is the start of it. So guys, I think that's all for now. I'm going to give this episode a very solid 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the episode. I think it could have been even better. But for what it's worth, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great episode. Arrow's really impressing me this season. I've really been... The first episode started off okay, but I think right after the first episode 2, 3, and this one, 4, have been really entertaining to me. I've really been enjoying this season. It's definitely a much better improvement on season 3 right now, because I remember in season 3, the first 2 episodes of season 3 started off really good, but it was episode 3 of season 3, which was the first episode where I got, this episode wasn't too good. But this episode is already, you know, 4 episodes in. We're so far so good, so I'm liking what I'm seeing. I've been really enjoying it. I mean, this episode, solid episode, and I can't wait for next week because Constantine is coming. So, and I love crossovers, especially when they're done right, and I know these guys are going to do it right with seeing how Arrow has been so far in these 4 episodes. So until next week, guys, I hope you join me. It's going to be really cool. Subscribe to my video if you haven't yet, and like my video because it's a nice video and there's no real reason for you to hate it. I mean, unless you didn't like the episode, but then sucks being you. So until next time, guys, take care.